Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying some Elements dark chocolate bars. I have just the sea salt.
This one's the orange crunch and raspberry.
These were $5.29 each at Good Foods Co-op. $5.29 each for 1.8 ounces or 50 grams. This is, wonder what that is on there. That material. It's something different that has the name on it.
Like a paper.
Yeah.
Like a leathery
it's a very thin bar.
Oh, it's very small.
Okay.
Very light.
So let me read about it while you open it. This says no dairy, refined sugar, soy, gluten, lectin, is that how you say that word? Or shortcuts. 3 grams of sugar per serving. 70% cacao, 100% clean.
That's what it looks like.
Oh, okay.
So it's not subdivided at all.
It's www.elementstruffles.com. I didn't see any truffles, I just saw these bars. It says there's about 4 servings. A fourth of the bar is 70 calories.
It definitely has a different texture. You know, dark chocolate's usually very dense and snappy. This one's kind of loose and melty. Like almost like a chocolate melt, almost. Like when you melt the chocolate melts, the little disc you buy. It almost has that kind of texture to it. Not quite that soft, but it's pretty soft.
Let me read you the ingredients because they're minimal. Organic cacao butter. I'm not going to say organic all these times. Just know it's organic. Cacao butter, raw honey, cacao powder, turmeric powder, and sea salt. That's all that's in here. To me, I don't think the flavor's bad at all.
No, it's okay.
It is dark.
It's dark, but it's not super bitter.
No, but there is a little bit of a bite to it. It does have a different texture. I don't mind the texture.
No, it's a little gritty for me, but
oh really? I didn't
just
get
a little
any
bit,
grittiness.
but it's not bad gritty. It's just a little bit gritty.
Right, I didn't get any grittiness. It seems looser.
Yeah. Oh yeah, very loose.
And what I mean by that is sometimes when you're making chocolate, it doesn't want to set correctly. It wants to, like, it separates. This would seem like if I ate a chocolate that had accidentally separated, this is what I would assume it would be like, the texture. And it's not bad, it's just different.
Yeah, it melts really fast on your tongue too.
Yeah,
so.
but not bad at all.
It's not bad, it's just different.
I think people are buying these who really care about no dairy, about having the
gluten-free or whatever.
Yeah, right. If you really care about that stuff, I think those are the people who are buying these. And so I would try to give you a good idea of what we taste.
It has the same picture on the front, by the way.
This is the Orange Crunch. So it is 70 calories for a fourth. Cacao butter, raw honey, cacao powder, organic puffed quinoa. So that's the crunch. Turmeric powder and orange essential oil. So they just changed a couple little things in there.
It's got the same texture pretty much, except it's got the little crunchy pieces in there.
I like it better with the crunchy pieces. The quinoa.
I like the orange. The orange is nice.
I do too.
It's still a bitter chocolate, but it's not. It doesn't come across as bitter as the first one, and it's not as bitter as some other dark chocolates we've had. No,
it reminds me, if you've ever bought the dark chocolate and orange, and most people have, because that's what they like pairing dark chocolate with usually. With orange with usually is dark chocolate. We personally like it better with milk chocolate, but I don't mind that at all.
I don't mind it either. I mean, I'd rather have milk chocolate, of course, but
of course. But I mean, I don't mind this at all, and I think if you're looking for all those things, this is a very nice dark chocolate orange bar. And that different texture, this still has it with the addition of the quinoa, but honestly, it's not bad. It really, even though I described it before to you, how it seems to me, I still don't mind it. It's not like it's bad, it's just different.
It seems to just melt faster to me.
Yes, yeah. So it's going to go quicker.
Yeah, and I didn't notice any kind of grittiness with that one at all. So that's.
I think the quinoa helped for you.
Yeah, because it already kind of had a built-in grittiness from the quinoa.
Yeah, and I didn't get any grittiness,
Yeah.
but Kevin's more sensitive to stuff like that than me. This is the raspberry.
It smells like
And
raspberry.
same information, still has 3 grams of sugar per serving. Still is 70 calories, so I'm sure they just changed a couple of things. Cacao butter, raw honey, cacao powder, organic beetroot powder, and raspberry essential oil. So those are the 2 things they changed in this one.
Just know that these aren't very sweet. The chocolate, when it melts, it's almost funny. It almost has a. It's not as thin as like water, but it's much thinner texture than like traditional chocolate is. It's just thinner.
This is my favorite one.
It's got a little bite to it for me.
It reminds me of dark chocolate and raspberry, like you would get out of a box of chocolates.
Yeah, but there's no sweetness there.
To me, there is sweetness. It's not as sweet as a box of Russell Stover. No, it's not. But to me, there is sweetness there. I am picking out sweetness from that raspberry.
I think it's just because it has such a, it's got a bite to it, a little bit of bitterness there, that I'm not getting the sweetness. So honestly, I wouldn't buy any of them, but because I don't like dark chocolate that much. But I'd probably do the orange.
Yeah, if they had apparently.
I mean, you can't do dairy-free and milk.
Not
successfully, at least most of the time.
I'm sure they had other flavors, and I'm sure they probably had 10 flavors of this, but because they were $5.29, these are the flavors that I was most interested in. And so they probably have a lot more to offer. I really do like the raspberry. I think it has plenty of sweetness in it, and you get used to that kind of like lighter, silkier. So like at first it was kind of different, but then as we went along, you even just with those few bites, you get more used to that texture, and it's like, okay, you accept it for what it is. So I think if you're interested in those things, the gluten and all that stuff, it did say gluten-free, didn't it?
No dairy, no gluten, no soy.
Yeah, so I think I think these would be pleasant for you to eat. I really do.
I mean, even if you're keto, you could probably look at them and see, because I don't know if they are or not. But
well,
you can look at them.
it says on the front, it says 3 grams of sugar.
Yeah, but you have to calculate out the carbs.
Yeah, you would have to do that.
These are actually stitched.
Well, that's,
it actually is stitched. You can see the stitches on the back.
Right.
It's like a little piece of fabric or something.
I know.
It's like, and it's sewn on there better than some.
I know.
So they could probably drop $1 off their price tag if they quit doing that.
That's what I'm thinking. If they would quit putting that effort into that, instead of being $5.29, they might save even 50 cents. Because people these days, especially with higher prices, really you want to save money wherever you can. So that stitching on there, I'm sure that they could lower the price somehow if they got rid of that one little piece right there. But my favorite's the raspberry, and then I would go the opposite order we tried.
Yeah.
I would go raspberry and then orange and then the sea salt.
I'd probably do orange and sea salt and raspberry last.
Of course. But if you've tried these, if any of you watching the video have tried these, you'll have to leave a comment below. You might be more used to that texture than we are. Like I said, it's not bad at all.
Not at all.
It's just very different. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll have pictures for you at the end. And thanks for watching.